It's 8:30. Good morning, I'm Ian Crouch with Hunter News. The Merriweather cricketer embroiled in an ugly on-field incident claims it was all an accident. Michael Varnum allegedly hit Jules Tavern bowler Peter Layla over the head with a cricket bat after the pair collided. The Herald reports Varnum has told officials it wasn't deliberate. He's facing a potential life ban from cricket and possible criminal charges. The state government is being urged to install an Opal Card retail facility at Charlestown Square. Currently, Lake Macquarie commuters have to travel to Katara to purchase or top up their card if they're unable or unwilling to do so via the internet. Charlestown MP Jodie Harrison says the Opal system isn't up to scratch in key areas of the Hunter.
The Opal card may well be working in Sydney. I don't know. I'm not a public transport user in Sydney. I'm a resident of Charlestown, and what I'm hearing from residents of the electorate of Charlestown is that they are finding Opal cards very difficult to use, and it is actually shutting them out of using public transport.
A 22-year-old Newcastle University student will run for the Liberal Party in Wallsend at the state election next month. Hannah Eves has been given the tough job of trying to beat sitting Labor MP Sonia Hornery. The Liberals are yet to name candidates for Swansea and Lake Macquarie. Greens Newcastle Ward 3 by-election candidate Nevenka Beram is calling for an end to the privatisation of the region's park areas. 4 Ward 3 parks are set to be sold by council in an attempt to cut costs. Nevenka Beram says the parks are an important community asset.
Parks are a place for people to play and have, recreation space, and a number of those parks are actually outside areas where there are public housing and private rentals, where a lot of children without yards or even older people just like to have somewhere to go and sit with the trees and listen to the birds, and it's good for even physical health just to have a place where you can do a bit of exercise.
There are fresh calls for a major cruise terminal on the southern side of Newcastle Harbour. Visiting ships currently have to dock on the northern side at a temporary wharf where passengers are then taken to the city by shuttle buses. However, the Urban Development Institute of Australia believes a terminal at the old Throsby Wharf near Wickham would be ideal and give the city a major economic boost. An economic impact study has confirmed Newcastle Airport significantly contributes to the economy and employment in the Hunter Valley. It's the result of improvements to the airport, its employment potential, and increased tourism in the region. Airport CEO Paul Hughes says the results have greatly increased since the last study was undertaken in 2011.
The report we've just completed for the 2014 year tells us that we've increased our economic output across the region to about $1.19 billion, supporting about 3,300 jobs. That's up from in 2011 when we saw the economic output was about $1.1 billion. So it's been a significant increase.
Now with sport, Emily Crow.
Drama in the Jets camp continues as the PFA Players Union steps in to address the dispute between the club and David Carney. Carney's contract could be terminated without a payout after an alleged 3 breach notices, one of which Carney rejects. The PFA rejected initial termination for the 5 Jets players involved in a coup against coach Phil Stubbins and are awaiting revised documents that offer better player protection and superannuation. Meanwhile, in brighter news for the Jets, midfielder Ben Kantorowski will become one of the club's 6 players to take the field in 100 A-League games. The homegrown star has attempted to avoid becoming involved in off-field drama at the club, turning down an offer to form part of the team's new leadership group. Kantorowski says he's confident the Jets can perform well against the Wanderers in their game this Saturday.
They're in a similar position to us, or they were until last night, where they were just struggling to get that little ball rolling, and I think they've been sort of doing what we've just started doing for the past few weeks, so it's a matter of us getting out there on the weekend and being able to do a job on them.
And Knights recruit Carlos Tuimavavi could be sidelined for up to 4 weeks after suffering an ankle injury in the team's Auckland Nines match against Parramatta. That's sport. I'm Emily Crow.
2 NURFM News Time 26 to 9.